Hey, it's Mark Rodriguez here. Got a brand new anime to review, and this anime is so new that they just aired the last episode this past Thursday. That's how new it is. And yes, I watched it on Crunchyroll. It's so cool because sometimes, yes, they do have anime that is so new that you can watch it the same day or the day after it just aired in Japan, so it can't get much newer than that. And yes, I found out about this anime because this girl I know on Facebook kept posting, oh, it's so awesome, oh, it's so amazing, oh my god, I can't believe they did that, oh, it's heartbreaking, all that stuff. And I'm like, what are you talking about? What is this series? And she kept saying, like, no spoilers, watch it for yourself, blah, blah. So, yeah, whatever. You know, one day I had some free time, so I sat down and watched it for myself. And yeah, it was pretty cool. I was hooked from the first episode. I just had to see what happened next each episode. It was pretty cool. So, a special shout out to you. You know who you are. I'm not going to say your name because I don't know if you have like a YouTube screen name or online name or whatever. But you know who you are. You're from Anime Vegas. You know who you are. So, anyways, the show is called Erased. And the original Japanese title is The Town Where Only I Am Missing, but I guess they're calling it Erased to make it easier or more marketable in America, something like that. So I'm very sure that whenever they translate the manga into English and bring it here, or they bring the anime to Adult Swim or whatever, I'm sure it'll all be called Erased. So anyways, it's very hard to describe the anime. I don't want to spoil too much because I get crammed so many things in each episode. Like, a lot of stuff happens. It's only like 12 episodes and it feels like so much longer when you're watching it. So I don't really want to spoil too much, but I have to spoil at least a little bit of the first episode so you guys know like what I'm talking about. So, the main character is Satoru. He's a guy who's 29 years old. He used to be a manga artist. He failed at that, so now he delivers pizza and everything. And he has this strange thing called revival. Now, this is kind of like a weird deja vu thing that literally takes him back in time 2 or 3 minutes. So he walks around, he sees something, then he sees that exact same thing happen again. So he notices that the revival kicked in, and now he has to kind of look around and see what's going on or what's strange or whatever's happening so he could prevent some kind of tragedy. Some kind of tragedy that would have happened originally had he not known about the revival, you know. So that's basically what he does, I guess. And his mom comes to visit, they go out shopping and stuff. She sees someone suspicious in the background and whatever. It triggers his revival, even though Satoru himself doesn't know what's wrong, but his mom sees something suspicious. So later we find out that sometime in the past, when Satoru was a kid, this mysterious kidnapper grabbed like 3 of his classmates and killed them and everything. And even though they arrested somebody, he kept pleading innocent. And now after what happened, after the mother saw the stranger, she's not sure that the case was ever really solved. And she thinks that maybe this was the killer. But before she could do or say anything, the killer shows up and, well, kills her, you know? He kills her and leaves just as Satoru shows up. And Satoru was surprised to see his mom dead. There's blood on his hands. Some neighbor or someone sees him and starts screaming or whatever. The police come. They're all after him. They all think he did it. He's running around. It's like, what the hell's going on? Of course, he's still in shock that his mom just died and all that stuff. And then suddenly, revival, you know? But it's not just for a minute or two. This time, he wakes up and he's like, back in 1988, he's back to being a kid, like 9 or 10 years old or whatever, back to his old elementary school. And he's trying to figure out, like, what happened because the revival never took him that far back in time, you know? And then he runs across this girl named Kayo Hinazuki, and he recognizes her as the first original murdered victim from way back then, you know, from all the newspaper articles and news things and whatever. So now he knows what he has to do. He has to, like, make friends with her or whatever and just change all the circumstances to prevent her from being murdered, and hopefully when he goes back to present day, his mom will also not be murdered, you know? And let's see what happens, you know? So it's a very cool anime. It's very, very good. It's kind of hard to say. I guess it's kind of like an emotional thriller, like kind of like that. Because it's kind of hard to say because there's not really that much action. It's mostly like there's a lot of heartwarming moments, I have to say, because Kayo was a very, like, lonely girl, had no one to talk to. She's just, you know, all by herself. She's kind of like the outcast and stuff. So, as Satoru becomes more of her friend, you see all these, you know, warm, touching moments. You know, the first time someone talks to her, and now she has friends, and, you know, like her life's different now. She has people that care about her, like, you know, all that kind of stuff. It's all, like, you know, warm, touching moments and all that stuff. And, you know, like, it's all good, and Satoru's back with his childhood friends and everything, and, of course, he's happy to see his mom alive again. There's lots of mother and son moments. You know, it's all nice. You know, it makes you feel good watching that kind of stuff and everything. But at the same time, I mean, there's still the mystery of who's the killer, you know, where is he, you know, there's even an episode that deals with, like, now that he saved these people, will the killer now kill other people in their place, you know, it's all, like, it's not like all goody-goody, because the killer is still out there, and as the series goes on, Satoru is still trying to to find out who is the killer, or what did he do, or, you know, what circumstances happened so that he can somehow change it and prevent it from happening again and all that stuff. So yeah, it's a pretty good anime. It's very hard to, I guess you would call it like an emotional thriller. That's the only thing I could say, because it's not action packed like that much. I don't know if it's considered like a drama, maybe suspense, but yeah, it's kind of like an emotional thriller. It's yeah, but anyways, it's a very good anime. Almost every episode ends in some kind of moment. You're just like, oh my god, I can't wait for the next episode. And I mean, now of course you can watch them all back to back. But back then it was like, oh, I have to wait till next Thursday and everything. And I gotta tell you, the last 2 episodes really knock you back. They change like the whole thing on you. It's just like, what the hell? And after episode 11, you're really gonna be like on the edge of your seat, like, oh my god, I can't wait for episode 12. You know. So yes, this is a very, very good anime. If you have the patience to watch, you know, it's nice. A lot of it is pretty much slice of life and goody stuff. Like I said, the killer's still out there. It's not all fluff. But, yeah, I mean, it gives you time to know the characters, to care about the characters, to find them endearing, to really care about, you know, where they live or die and that kind of stuff. And I think that originally Satoru, he was kind of doing it, even Paige pointed that out, like he was kind of doing it mostly to save his mom, but as it goes along, like he becomes more righteous and really does it for the sake of Kaio and the other victims. Like, he really does care. He is happy. He's making a difference in everyone's lives and stuff and everything like that. But yeah, it's a very good anime. You should definitely check it out. It's very awesome. It's really worth checking out. I do have to say, just 2 little minor tidbits here of random trivia. They are making a Japanese live-action movie of this. It's coming out, I think it's coming out in June. And I do have to say, if you watch the live-action Death Note movies, the same guy, I don't know his name, but the same guy who played Light Yagami is the guy who's playing Satoru in these movies. So that's kind of interesting. And the second thing, I'm sure some of you anime fans probably already know, but the guys who made the opening intro to this anime series is Asian Kung Fu Generation. They're the guys who also did an intro for the original Full Metal Alchemist. I believe it's like the 3rd, or I think it's like the 4th intro they did. But yeah, so that's pretty interesting little trivia there. So anyways, guys, this is Mark Rodriguez here. Like I said, I don't want to spoil too much. It's a very good anime. Just watch it. At least for the mystery of who's the killer. Can Satoru really change things? Can he really save Kaio's life? Like, what's going to happen to her? What's her final fate? You know, all that kind of stuff. Just check it out. You won't regret it. It's super awesome. I mean, you'll love it. So anyways, guys, Mark Rodriguez here, and see y'all next time.